If you are really honest with yourself and meditate on how others have influenced you and who you are and what you've become so far as a result, you'll be astonished. Welcome to the Heartland Multifamily Show, the shorter, more profitable path to multifamily ownership and investing. Everybody, it's Darren, and welcome to this manifesto episode of the Heartland Multifamily Show, the place for all things multifamily. And we started out going over the manifestos in past episodes by covering like maybe 3 or 4 at a time. So let's go ahead and let's jump into today's manifesto. And this manifesto is manifesto number 12. You will become the leader you spend most of your time listening to, watching, reading, or being with. I have a book, it's called Inner Circle, and it's about achieving financial goals and targets a lot faster. The whole book is about the importance of who you spend time with, who you hang around, who you watch, and who you listen to consistently. And the majority of the results that you have in your life are a result of the amount of time that you've spent doing that. Yeah, I hear you. Come on, Darren. I think for myself. I make my own decisions. I'm an independent man, woman, all of that. Sure, if you think about it, you are influenced in a big, big way. If you are really honest with yourself and meditate on how others have influenced you and who you are and what you've become so far as a result, you'll be astonished. Here's like a really, really easy case in point. How many times has somebody said to you, well, you're just like your dad. You're just like your mom. That's something your mom would say. That's something your dad, that's something your sister or your brother would say. How many of you have had something like that happen? Of course you have. It's because you've spent how much time with those people. You see what I mean? Easy example to use. So Darren, how do I become a better leader? The first thing that you need to do is you need to get rid of what is not serving you in the leadership category of your life. In other words, what are you doing in your life, especially consistently, that is non-leadership like? We all got a list. You want to make that list, number one, and number two, decide what is coming off that list. What are you going to stop doing? What non-leadership activity are you going to start eliminating? A lot of times people want to start with, well, what should we be doing? And I'm going to get to that. But that's not where you start with this, guys. You start with what you should be eliminating first, because whatever you're doing as a non-leadership kind of activity, more than likely, not for sure, but more than likely is a habit with you already. Hey guys, a lot of people contact me and want to know, where are the best resources when it comes to investing in multifamily? Where can I go? And the obvious answer is darrengarman.com. 99.9% of all of the items on the website are absolutely free. Start making that multifamily investment that you've been thinking about a great reality. So that's number one. Number two thing now, after you've completed that list, or you've gone down that list and eliminated a fair number, and you don't have to have all of them eliminated, but you've at least the big ones, you've eliminated some of those big non-leadership activities or things you're doing, then you start being proactive. Okay, here are the leadership things I need to be doing. Then you get into the, who do I need to be aligning myself with now? And by alignment, again, it could be physically, you're with somebody, you're aligning yourself with that person or those people or that group, great. But it doesn't have to be physically. Who you're reading, what books you're reading, who you're following, what podcasts you're listening to in terms of that alignment and the impact that it's going to have on you. And guys, again, the center of all of this is, who are you watching, listening, paying attention to, and being with? And here's what you'll find when you do that, and it becomes a habit. You start a metamorphosis of sorts. You'll notice little changes in your perception of things. You'll notice little changes in your attitude, in your response, in your conversations, in your progress. And how you see this is by the feedback you get from others. That's where you'll start seeing it, okay? In terms of that business proposal that you might have thought had no chance gets accepted. That relationship that you maybe had some doubts about, all of a sudden that starts to come around. You look at yourself in the mirror and all of a sudden, you start maybe seeing a vein pop out here or there, or maybe one of those abs is starting to pop out. You see what I mean? You'll get it from feedback is how you know. For a lot of people, it's not really a secret, is it? But if you're like me, you probably fall into one of two categories. Number one, it's something that you definitely needed reminding of, and it's a manifesto that needs to be probably a manifesto that you should follow too, right? So it's something that we need reminding of, especially me with my attention issues that I've got. I need reminding of that. That's number one. And number two, remember, everybody's on a different timeline in terms of when they become aware of something like this. And if this is something that's new news to you and you've now really become aware of a lot of things in your life as a result of this, now you've got an easy to follow that'll start bringing you the kind of results that you should be getting in what area of your life. And so, guys, I hope this has been an episode of value to you, and a manifesto value episode of the Heartland Multifamily Show, the place for all things multifamily. Have a great day. Thanks. Take care. We'll see you. Bye-bye. If you want to get your hands on more great multifamily real estate content, make sure you click here. If you want to invest passively in great multifamily real estate, make sure you click here.